everybody, welcome to my homestead and welcome to my channel. In this video we're going to be talking about fear and fear mongering and people that like to spread fear, so people that seem to like to be afraid. I came across this comment on Facebook. I'm not going to say who it is because I didn't get their permission, but we're going to go over the comment anyway. It says, what do you think will be the end of times gonna be like? I am just having anxiety on how I can prepare myself and family for the second coming. Is there gonna have an Armageddon where there's rain of fire and no one can escape? My kids are still little. I told my husband that we need to be sealed as soon as possible. And then she put a sad face and then a with like a purple forehead face 2 times. This is really sad. This is really sad. Now, think about this. And I don't know, maybe you deal with this as well. Maybe you deal with this as well. Why would she be afraid? What is it that's putting fear in her head? Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Could it be things like this? Here we have a timeline. Down here you have the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Something that we have a unique understanding of, by the way, because they're associated with the seals. We know that these things have already happened. The 4 horsemen, they have to do with the first 4,000 years of the Earth's existence. But anyway, you come over here. Nuclear war. Meteor showers starting the worldwide fires. Giant meteor destroying 1/3 of the Earth. 1/3 of freshwater ecology destroyed. 1/3 of the Earth's sunlight blocked. Oh! And then, could it be things like this? Images like this. Oh, everyone's gonna be like fighting each other for food. Meteors raining from the sky. This is Sao Paulo, Brazil, right? Isn't this Sao Paulo? Nuclear bombs going off in major American cities. Everyone going to re-education camps. Oh, this poor child. Where are his parents? Oh no, the Statue of Liberty and Russian troops coming back. Or coming to invade America. They finally did it. Oh, the Antichrist. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Oh no, the mark of the beast in barcode form on this poor person's wrist. Clone number 666. Oh no, the mark of the beast on the forehead. Oh no, it's another mark of the beast. Abomination. Oh no, look at these people. They've given themselves over to the mark of the beast. Now their foreheads are being scanned. Oh, or it's in their hand. But they have their keys there too, and wallet and ID. So, oh no, a gigantic meteor destroying the world. Oh no, they finally did it. We did this to ourselves. Crazy people, animals. What have we done? It's the Statue of Liberty, half submerged. Oh no, now everybody has to wear hazmat suits and gas masks. Oh no, these kids used to just play on the street, but now they play with gas masks on, but they're still in their pajamas. Oh no, everyone's fighting each other. Everyone's looking for food. Not the Eiffel Tower. Oh no. Bible's prophecy of God's order of events. Fire, no rest, eternal flames, tormented forever. Uh-oh, here's another one. Look at these scary animals. Look at the skull. Look at the swords. Oh, this is going to be crazy. So, you can see why maybe she has a certain way of looking at the end times, because you have all these crazy, insane, deranged pieces of artwork that are out there depicting the last days. And the thing that boggles my mind is that it's not just like these other Christian denominations that put that stuff out there. It's LDS too. There's LDS people, maybe they don't produce it, but they sure share it. And they scare people like this person, which is the exact opposite message that they should be sharing. I get on all the time, various Facebook groups and other social media, and then here, of course, on my own channel. And there's always those people that seem like they like themselves to be afraid, and they like spreading that fear with other people, talking about impending food shortages, or impending war, or the United States being invaded, or, on and on and on and on and on and on and on. All these like ridiculous things. And I don't think that, I mean, certainly things can happen, but they have been happening, man. Just look what's been going on since, let's just pick a point at the Civil War. Because Joseph Smith prophesied that the Civil War would happen, and then from that war, war would be poured out on all the nations. The Civil War was a long time ago, and we've already been through World War One and World War Two, and there's been other wars. We're in it. This is what it looks like. It looks like right now, today. And on the channel, we've been covering all the different things that have been happening in the world, all the record-breaking wildfires and hurricanes and tornadoes. There was literally a record-breaking tornado just last year. I think it was in December. It was the Quad State tornado. And it went a ridiculous distance of like 270 something miles. uh, it's happening. This is what it looks like. And yeah, things will probably get worse, but I'm pretty dang sure we're not going to be seeing any of this nonsense unfolding. Okay? You need to get this out of you, especially this one. You need to get this out of your head and stop spreading it as though this is what's going to happen. Instead, how about we turn to, instead of crazy internet, YouTube, Facebook, how about we turn to living prophets and apostles, and let's see what they say. Okay, so let's see. This is the first one here that I have pulled up. This is Study Manual Gospel Topics, Second Coming of Jesus Christ. Okay, what does it say? The righteous need not fear the second coming, or the signs that precede it. So the righteous do not need to fear the second coming itself, and they do not need to fear the signs that precede it. The Savior's words to his apostles apply to all who prepare for his coming and who look forward to it with joy. Quote, "Be not troubled, for when all these things shall come to pass, you may know that the promises which have been made unto you shall be fulfilled." Doctrine and Covenants 45, verse 35. Record your impressions. Okay, let's see. Too many punks are making other people afraid about the future and scared for their lives needlessly. Blah. Okay, save. All right, next one. We need not fear his coming. This is in the Liahona. This is President Hinckley. He says, "It is easy for me to believe that the nation shall tremble. It is easy for me to believe that the nation shall tremble when the Son of God comes again to claim his kingdom. For when that day arrives, quote, the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him. Then shall he sit upon the throne of glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. There will be a judgment, not only of the nations, but also of the people. Behold, said the Lord, now it is called today until the coming of the Son of Man. And verily it is a day of sacrifice, and a day for the tithing of my people. For he that is tithed shall not be burned at his coming. For after today cometh the burning, and the proud, and they that do wickedly shall be as stubble, and I will burn them up. For I am the Lord of hosts, and I will not spare any that remain in Babylon." Okay, so maybe things won't be so great for people that are in Babylon, living a worldly life. Even those that are living a worldly life, I do not expect to see these things happening. Okay, maybe a little bit in part, right? There have been like biological, chemical attacks from time to time, but I don't expect this to be the norm, like in your neighborhood. So, okay, so Some years ago, one of our brethren spoke of the payment of tithing as quote unquote fire insurance. That statement evoked laughter. Nonetheless, the word of the Lord is clear that those who do not keep the commandments and obey the laws of God shall be burned at the time of his coming. For that shall be a day of judgment and a day of sifting, a day of separating the good from the evil. In my personal opinion, no event has occurred in all the history of the earth as dreadful as will be the day of the second coming for the wicked. No event as filled with the destructive forces of nature, which is happening now, by the way, as consequential for the nations of the earth, as terrible for the wicked, or as wonderful for the righteous. And sister, I do not. Okay, she said it's okay. Okay, she just messaged me back. So it was Emmeline Gregerson. Emmeline, I do not think you have any need to fear whatsoever. Not at all. I would not plan on fire raining from the sky and having to like huddle over your kids so that they don't get hit by the fire. Um, I think you're going to be good. I think the fact that you're concerned and watching for the signs of the times, just do what you need. You need to do, and you'll be good. You'll be good. The vast majority of the righteous are going to be just fine, and they're going to be better than just fine. They're going to be great. Um, let's see. It will be a time of great and terrible fears, of cataclysmic upheavals of nature, of weeping and wailing, and that's already happening. It's already happening. Of repentance that comes too late, and of crying out unto the Lord for mercy. But those who in that judgment are found acceptable, it will be a day of thanksgiving. For the Lord shall come with his angels and the apostles who were with him in Jerusalem, and those who have been resurrected. Further, the graves of the righteous will be opened, and they shall come forth. And that's going to be a great thing for anyone that's waiting to see a loved one. That's going to be the best thing in the world. These are days to look forward to. These are not days to be worried about. To be worried about this nonsense. I will say, though, having been in the military, even in this scenario, at least they're not in full mop gear, full mop for where they're wearing the entire suit. That is the worst. Okay, but even this is not is not as bad as it could be. Um, so it's just, oh, gosh, the sensationalism that's out there, you guys, the sensationalism. Um, okay, then will begin the great millennium period of 1,000 years when Satan will be bound and the Lord shall reign over his people. Can you imagine the wonder and the beauty of that era when the adversary shall not have influence? No, I can't. It's going to be amazing. Now, if there's anything that's spectacular, miraculous, um, that will be it. Is finally being separated from evil and from horribleness and from filth. Uh, I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to see it in movies, TV, just living my life, going places, hearing foul language, and just on and on and on and on. It'll be amazing. Think of this influence upon you now, and reflect on the peace of that time when you'll be free from such influence. Yes, yes, it'll be amazing. There will be quiet. There will be quiet and goodness where now there is contention and evil. Yes. This is a good thing. Okay, this is from President Oakes. We've come across this talk several times. This is April 2004 General Conference, a talk called "Preparation for the Second Coming," and he just starts off the talk saying, "In modern revelation, we have the promise that if we are prepared, we need not fear. We need not fear." Here's another one. We need not fear. This is Elder Anderson. And then we have another one here. Actually, I'm not sure if this is actually from the same talk, but whatever. Be Not Afraid by President James E. Faust. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. If you do a search on the church website called Need Not Fear, it just goes on and 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 on. The future is a good place to be for the righteous. Okay? Do not look at the last days as though you are wicked, and that the things that will happen to the wicked will happen to you. They won't. That's not to say that everything's going to be perfect, right? It's not really ideal right now that Russia and Ukraine are at war. It's not really ideal right now that we've had riots and sickness and all these things. But at the same time, look at reality and stop looking forward to a day when this is going to be reality, because I don't think there's ever going to be a day when this is reality. This is extravagance. This is letting your imagination run amok. And then by doing so, it rubs off on others. And it's depressing. It's painting a depressing, disgusting, ugly, horrible, bleak picture. Uh, when this is okay, I know that definitely this isn't gonna. I know that definitely this isn't gonna happen. Oh my gosh, for heaven's sake. Um, So, uh, now, could things happen like food shortages or war or what? Of course they can, but like talking about it, it's like sometimes I feel, and I'm pretty sure that there are some people that they don't really believe any of these things. Okay, there's a group of people out there called narcissists that they're not so much concerned about reality. They're concerned about getting attention and getting feeling special. So they might come up with these like ideas that are just like really colorful and like, whoa, I never thought about that. And that's what's supposed to happen. That's what those ideas are designed for, so that they get a reaction out of you, so that they feel special. Um, and I think, frankly, I think there's sadistic people out there that they like to be afraid. They like things like horror movies. They enjoy disgusting things, and so that carries over to when they talk about real life, and then it scares everybody because they like to indulge in horrible thoughts for some reason. Just very dark, dim, horrible thoughts. And just know that if you're one of those people, you are affecting people around you. We should be focusing on this right here. Fear not. The future is going to be great for the righteous. Be righteous, and then you'll be good. Instead of, oh no, where's the Antichrist? How's this going to happen? Oh no, it's going to be horrible. We need to, make bunkers that can withstand that can withstand meteors uh, the size of Rhode Island. Oh my gosh, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It is happening right now, and it has been happening for a long time. And things are speeding up. They are getting worse. If you were to go back in time, let's say you go back to even just like the year 2010, and then you compared 2010 to now, you'd be like, wow, things have kind of gotten worse, haven't they? In nature, with society, with war, it is getting worse, right? There's no doubting that. It is getting worse. But it's not going to get to this ridiculous point of like all these things happening.
Pull up that picture of Christ coming down in the clouds for the second coming.
Okay, my wife says pull up that picture of Christ during the second coming. Yeah. LDS second coming. Why, do you have something to say, honey?
Yeah.
Here, come over here.
Oh, and I hope I'm right.
Let's see. Here we go. Everyone knows this one.
Yeah, and I say this is what we should look forward to. And does not the scripture say that we'll be caught up to meet him in the clouds? And this is angels and us meeting him in the clouds to come down. So this is what we should be looking forward to. This picture.
Agreed. And have you noticed that in church artwork, the church, the artwork that we have hanging up in ward buildings, or artwork that's used for lessons and manuals and stuff like that, do you ever see this kind of nonsense? No, you don't. You never see any of this. The things that people okay, I don't know who made these pictures, okay, but unfortunately, this didn't just produce itself. This kind of imagery, this kind of stuff, this is a reflection of the person that made it, and it's disturbing. These are disturbing, horrible images. You know, there's a huge contrast between this and this. And this is where we are as a church. We look at artwork like this. This is where our frame of mind is. It's not doing this or this or this. Oh, craziness in the last days. No, it's this. And it does seem like it's coming soon. I say that for many reasons. I have an entire channel dedicated to this. I hear all of you. You know, the vast majority of my listeners that comment will say that they feel like the second coming is close. Some of them think it's sooner, some think that it's later, but the vast majority of you think that it's close, and I think you're right. But I think that this is what we should focus on. Stop spreading fear. Stop scaring people. Okay? People are getting scared. And, well, that's just kind of not cool to do that. Let's be a little bit more grounded. Let's look at General Conference. I did that video going over all the different conference talks, saying that, you know, the moon turning to blood, that's already happened. You know, pestilence, war, it's already happened according to General Conference. People who are authorized to declare prophecy as fulfilled have said that the majority of the things in the scriptures related to the second coming are fulfilled. Okay? So, anyway, I could just go on and on, but I'm glad that I have a voice now. I'm glad that I can do YouTube, because I feel like there's just too much. There's just too much of this nonsense right here that scares people. And it used to scare me. Not that it never really felt right. I never really believed it. But it doesn't, you know, you look at a picture like this, it doesn't really give you a very good feeling, does it? No. And when you're researching the second coming, you will find this just all over the place. I don't need to tell you that. You know, I watch other Christian channels. I watch a lot of non-denominationals, evangelicals, Baptists, Catholics, because I like to see their perspective. I think sometimes they come up with some good things. Of course, I always go with our own church's interpretations first, but I watch them, and a lot of them are very good-hearted. They're doing the best that they can. But you come across a lot of this kind of stuff right here, and it doesn't feel right. I don't know about you. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't. What feels right is this over here. What you hear from the church. The church is full of truth. It's full of light, and it does not scare people. It does not scare people. It acknowledges the truth that things are not going to be easy, and they haven't been. Okay? But it does not focus on fear, and I don't think that we should either. Okay, that's all I have for this one. So thanks for listening. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, like this video if you liked it. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Also make sure to share this, and I'll talk to you guys later.